With hands of heart in God. spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading loneliness. May my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright memories as flowers sweet memory of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Gassho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in Mida's light each day. When we see a Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon as the ocean stirs, I also offer when touched by kindness to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as flowers, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are worn sweet as light each day. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in God. spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's depths, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright bells, as flowers on its flames, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Gassho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in Mida's light. Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. solitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light, of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ancient days, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright as free as flames When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in Gassho, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in Amida's light each day. When we see the golden sun shining from above, we are mindful of the Buddha's love. For us all His pure compassion shares His steadfast glow. By His doctrine, wisdom's way to show. When we see the silver moon gleaming in the sky, we remember still our Lord is nigh. By His blessed law to guide us through this earthly night, out of sorrow into joy and light. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gassho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing my best with a calm heart, thankful for my life as it's given, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion.
Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namando, 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 Namando.
Yeah, sorry about that. There was a mistake in communication. So I was supposed to do opening remarks before the temple bell. But yeah, like I said, mistake in communication, so I'll do that now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Family Sunday service. My name is Daichi Marquis, and I'll be your MC today. We will begin our service with the chanting of Vandana and Ti-Sarana. Please put your hands together in Gassho.
Homage to him, the exalted one, the enlightened one, the supremely awakened one. Vandana Ti-Sarana Gacchami. Dhamma Ti-Sarana Gacchami. Sangha Ti-Sarana Gacchami. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namando, Namando, Namando.
Today's chant will be Gassho to Amida.
Joy and gratitude, I Gassho to Amida, trees and grasses and flowers all grow in great compassion. This light shines throughout the world. I Gassho to Amida. Flowers bloom and flowers fall. From the seed sprout new flowers. This is the truth unchanging. I Gassho to Amida. Springtime brings the happy birds. Their songs all praise Amida. I join them in Nembutsu. I Gassho to Amida. When I call Amida's name, it's Amida calling me. Buddha's voice, my voice are one. I Gassho to Amida. When I'm lonely, I recite Namo Amida Butsu. Then I feel great compassion. I Gassho to Amida. Nembutsu in work and play, every day with Amida, every moment filled with light. I Gassho to Amida. Remember the golden chain, kindness to all living things. I will follow this teaching. I Gassho to Amida. In the clear bright morning sun, in the fading light of day, in the darkness of the night, I Gassho to Amida. Namo Amida Butsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gassho to Amida. Shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, Namando, Namando.
The Dharma message will now be shared by Reverend Tomioka. His message is like a bird.
Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, Namando, Namando. Okay, good morning, everyone. And then aloha kako aloha. Welcome to Punahonganji Buddhist Temple online and then in person Sunday service. Thank you so much. Again, just last Sunday I mentioned about the wonderful, beautiful, excellent day we have to remember last Sunday. You know, my birthday you get to remember. You remember my birthday, yeah, January 3rd, 1988. How about my wedding anniversary? July? Yeah, thank you. And after service, some people tells me, Reverend, you continue to saying June 18, June 18. So people are kind of confused. But the actual date we plan was on June 13. But due to coronavirus, we have to cancel everything. And the date we had a wedding was July 18th. So honey, I remember our anniversary. Don't worry. Today, Haruka, my wife is here, so today I feel more happy. And then I guess since I mentioned or people may remember, so thank you for the gift you gave to us. Also, one of the gift they gave to us, it's like the glass of the cups, like 2 cups. I think as a wedding gift, wedding anniversary gift. When we open the cups, 1 cup says in a printed word. Words are printed on the cup. It says, I do. So I guess like on wedding vows, I do. Do you promise? I do. And then so 1 cup saying, I do. Oh, nice, okay. Another cup said, I do what she tells me. I have no idea what it means, so I don't know, but they say, I do what she said. So I guess you do, yeah, whatever I tell you. So people say happy wife, happy life, or happy spouse, happy life. So we try to cultivate our good relationships. Although Haruka tried to move to Punahonganji next week. So I went to Honolulu to help her packing so many items, put into the box and then packing. So plenty. We have 3 suitcases and then 2 boxes. So next week I get to go again to help her. And yesterday what happened was our flight was scheduled at noon. So we're supposed to leaving the Honolulu airport at noon. And then coming back here maybe after 1 o'clock. What happened was we got onto the airplane, and then the airplane began to taxiing. But continue to do taxiing and then taxiing, no ever flying. And then when we went to the pilot, they said, due to certain situation at Hilo Airport, we will wait for a few minutes. We can fly. Few minutes later, pilot said, still we are waiting for from Hilo Airport if we can fly there. Another half an hour, we are waiting for, and then finally he said, sorry, we have to ask you to deplane. Take everything you're belonging, please get off the airplane. We'll let you know within 30 minutes. Then 30 minutes later, announce said, still we don't know. Okay, already 2 o'clock. Okay. Okay, we have to wait. And then, again, announce said, we're still waiting for. 30 minutes later, no a clear direction. What is happening? So my bad, I'm getting upset. So hot. Schedule is changed. Then I begin to upset. Good thing my honey Haruka, she's so patient with me. So she noticed I getting upset. So she tried to listen to me, talk to me, give me something to drink, coffee or iced tea, and then I try to maintain my heart and mind. Then it's then finally we got announcement. Finally, we can reserve your flight 5:30. It's we went to airport at 9 o'clock. So about half a day or more than 7 hours we are at airport. Then finally we came back here around 8 o'clock night, 8 o'clock or something. Then we are so exhausted. Then my good thing again, or me or her, we got to marry not only between us or in front of people. We got to marry in front of Amida Buddha. Buddha truly guiding us. Yeah. So if me and then Haruka still we love each other. So when I see her, I'll see only her good point. Yeah. Because I love you, we love you each other. So we can see only good things. But as you may imagine, as years passing, if you're only looking at each other, we'll begin to see not only good things, something, what? Why are you doing that way? You makes me so upset, patience or frustration. So therefore, we need something, not only looking at each other, but something we can worship or admire together. So therefore, to myself, thanks to my honey teaching me, try to look not only each other, looking for or take refuge in Amida Buddha. Of course, she feel maybe sad if I see only Amida Buddha, but she guides me. When you feel upset or frustrated, think about Amida Buddha. So that in that way, wedding anniversary was an occasion for me to think about what is my guidance? What is my guidance? What is your guidance? What is the reason why we chanted? I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. When you are realize you are in stuck, something difficulty or struggles, what is your guidance? What is your shelter? Who or what you will seek for advice? Do you have something or somebody? Again, for myself, that is Amida Buddha, shelter and guidance. So I want to share one story. So every day I go to the columbarium for open the door and then cleaning the columbarium. And then maybe if I see any flower falling down, I pick up and then changing water or sweeping. And then offer incense and then chanting. And then quite often, after I open the door, afternoon or late afternoon, I go back to columbarium again. And then quite often, can you imagine what I find in the columbarium? Yeah, you can see, but I often find a bird in the columbarium, like a tiny bird. Yeah. I guess since I opened the jealousy windows, I guess they coming through the windows. And then when I finding a tiny bird inside of the columbarium, I try to let them out. But when I approach, they are so afraid of me. Such a handsome person, but for them, something coming. So they try to escaping from me. Then when I try to, I open the door open, so go that way. But they try to escaping. And what they try to do is, they try to fly into the windows. Then they hit their body. So I guess they cannot recognize the window, like this, like one, yeah. So transparent. So for them, in their eyes, there is a outside the green and then trees. I can go out, but yeah, they cannot see the windows with this like also picture windows. Yeah, so they cannot see the windows. So to me, yeah, I can see windows. No, not there. That door entrance is open, but they don't know, so they stuck. It's like they are trapped. Oh, they don't know what to do. Can you imagine if we put ourselves into bird situation? They want to escape, but something's here. I don't know, something's here, and then they have no way. And then finally, what I do is just leave the door open on the entrance, wide open or window open. I just leave. Then after maybe 30 minutes, half an hour later, when I got here, I guess they're finding the way or opportunity to see itself out. Yeah, so they can find the way. So it works. Then I guess now in your mind, you are thinking, so now this minister will going to say what? Or this minister saying, bird like me? Yeah, you are saying, yeah, like so now, yeah. You are saying this reverend again, bird is myself, yeah. We are like we have a windows like attachment or ignorance, yeah. We are like in a bird confined in a columbarium. You are saying that, and then trapped means, oh, we are going through struggles, pains, difficulties in many ways, and then it's like we are trapped. That we cannot see the window. That you are saying, window is my attachment or ignorance, like a bird, and then an opportunity to see itself out means like a enlightenment or freedom. Is that what you are thinking now, maybe? Or then it could be we can apply this story of the bird, yeah? Could be, yeah, myself like a bird. I try to do my best to be happy, to be peaceful, but somehow I experience struggles, difficulties, healthy or financially, physically, in many ways. It's like something is there. Just what I want is freedom. But something is there, and then this minister saying the window is like my attachment or ignorance. Yeah, ignorance or attachment means we have a desire, everything should go as I wish, or we can see things only in a way we want to see. Just a few days ago, did you watch the video by Bishop or former Bishop Reverend Kodo Umezu on a video summer session? So one of his session, he mentioned one story about we human being has eyes to see only in a way I can or I want to. So he said he was in a living room in his home. So he's sitting on a couch, like watching the cell phone. And his daughter came back to home. And then daughter also took her seat on the living room. And then daughter telling her father, Daddy, and then Reverend Umezu, yes? And daughter like, and then Reverend Umezu, he said, something on the ceiling. And daughter was so upset. Daddy, what you're talking about? I had my hair cut. You got it? The daughter just wants to tell her father, Dad, look at my hair, like this way, showing her hair. But her father thought she's looking at the ceiling. This is a simple, like just an example, but don't you think we have so many those situations? We only see and then think just we want to do what we can do. Then miscommunication happens. We have so many things, what we had a certain intention. A person does not take in that way. The person may take our what do we say, what do I do differently. So this like again, we can see things only in a way I want or I can. then each person has that kind of eyes. Then if we only insist, I'm right, you are wrong, there is no harmony. Then we can again, like we said, or you are thinking, so you are saying, I'm like a bird, or you are like a bird. But the point is actually, we are like this. Yeah, we are not even a bird, still egg. So again, egg, we do have an egg. To have an egg in the nature, egg need a support or warmth by their parents' birds. Yeah, by receiving the warmth by parents' bird, birds can receive in the warmth for maybe 3 weeks or a few weeks. So parents' bird continue to sitting over the egg, protection or giving a warmth. By receiving such a warm and then feeling and then temperature, finally they hatch and then birds active and then alive. And then they are fed, they're receiving a food from their parents' bird, yeah? Parents' bird running, and then catching the insect or food, and then feeding their birds. And then finally, after receiving the nutrition and then time, they'll fly free like a bird. So the purpose of the egg in the nature is egg get to become a bird. Yeah? If egg stays as egg, it's no meaning or it doesn't achieving the purpose. Yeah? The purpose is to become a bird and then flying free in the sky as a one life. Then we can imagine this egg is like a life. Yeah. My life or your life. And then what do you think that we have a shell, egg shell? What does eggshell symbolizing? Yeah, eggshell can be our protection. Yeah, we have something inside of us, so we want to protect ourselves by the shell. Could be the shell can be my because inside we may be weak. We have something nobody wants to steal or see or know it. Something secret or my precious inside. So to protect such as myself, we need shells. If somebody try to enter into my personal space, we may have a rejection or resist. Don't come to my space, my life. Like if we think about the friends, we have friends and then people we don't like. So basically, if we have friends, they can enter to your heart or mind or life, because we like them. But for the people we don't like, could be we don't want let them enter because we are afraid of it. So shell we need for protection to keep me safe, to keep me comfortable. We need those shell in our life. But this shell can be also our ego. In our life, that can be ego. Ego means to protect myself, I may have to say, you are out. You don't belong to me because you are different. It can be again for protection, but it can be different to it. Then could be, I think, Sunday belonging to everybody. So each person has a freedom. But now could be when we hear these words, I think we feel kind of scared and afraid. It's also a protection, natural response here. When we see something danger to us, naturally we want to protect, want to keep within us here. It's a natural response. But if we expand this idea, what can happen is we want to too much attach to my ego or what I think right, what I want to protect. If when something has a different idea, way of thinking, we want to push away. Then again, we can see that there is no harmony. If you only insist there is only shells. Then again, we have to, what we remember is again, purpose of egg in the nature is to become a bird. How about our life? If we stay only inside of the eggshell, does that truly we are living our life or not? For the protection, we may have a shell and then maybe egg or desires, but if we think about it's not our true life, we still stay inside. There is something, yeah? And then today you can see like this like a crack. Yeah. So what do you think this crack means? Yeah. Can you try to back and then forth again, egg and then crack? Okay. Yeah. Now you see like a new egg, but now new egg receive the like crack. Then what this crack means? Yeah, this crack means awakening. Awakening. Before I thought my life is just okay as it is inside of the shell. My protection, my world. I thought this is everything. But now by having a crack from outside, I awaken. Actually, there is a new world is waiting for me. Something larger world is there. So think about even like a coronavirus. Don't you think a coronavirus truly crack your eggshell? Don't you think so? We have a life, my egg life, perfect, I thought. But suddenly coronavirus crack and then try to open the eggshell. Yeah, I want to keep my life as it is, coming to temple every Sunday, talk story, refreshment, or go to cow lunch once a week. That is my shell, my eggshell life. But coronavirus may be forced to me, open it, changing everything. Of course, as an eggshell life, we want to protect. Don't do that. This is my life. But again, we learn cracks. But this crack means teaching us impermanence, everything changing. Yeah. Also interdependence. Everything is connecting to each other. So like those like cracks is we don't want it, but through that crack, that is the occasion, we are seeing there is a larger world we haven't experienced, and then teaching us I was in such a inside of the eggshell. So again, like an egg, I'm like an egg inside the shell. I need a protection eggshell, but we needed to like become a bird, yeah, flying free, finally attain freedom. Then as this picture showing, see what this picture like means? Can you imagine? Yeah, when we see egg only as egg, yeah? Maybe we may think to cook or to eat, but when Buddha sees egg, Buddha sees egg as not only as an egg, Buddha sees egg as there is a bird inside. What it means is when Buddha sees egg, there is a potential, there is a life you get to become. So when Buddha sees me, Satoshi, you are like inside of the eggshells. But don't think that is your lasting or resting place. You get to be out of the shells, open to the new world, freed from suffering, desire, and then egos. There is we call it the world of enlightenment exists. Yeah, therefore, in this one of the chanting said in this way, this is Amida Buddha's vow. He said, I vow to become a Buddha equal to you, the most honored king of the Dharma, and to bring sentient beings from birth and death to the final attainment of emancipation. So Amida Buddha decided, when I become a Buddha, I'll become like a most honored king, and then to bring people from birth and death of the suffering, and then to the final attainment of emancipation. So this is Buddha's promise here. By seeing my life, Buddha can see I'm like in the inside of the eggshell, and they don't realize there is a larger world of freedom. And even I don't know I'm inside of such an eggshell. Therefore, Buddha teaching me, Satoshi, open your eyes. There is a new world. You can find a true peace and happiness waiting for you. So yeah, Buddha vowed. Buddha can see you are living a life to become a Buddha. You are today here to listen to teaching and then to aspire to become a Buddha. Buddha is wishing for you. Your life is not supposed to only stay in the inside the eggshell. You get to reach to the enlightenment. And then as a conclusion, for the egg, again, we see like a picture, egg, parents, bird, feeding, and then becoming a bird. The egg cannot become a bird by itself. Yeah? Egg needs a parent's care, protection, feeding, everything. Yeah? In that way, for the egg cannot become a bird. Needs a support and then guidance. But so 0% effort by egg, receiving everything from parent's bird. But this egg needs a parent's bird help, and this parent's bird can risk anything to nurture and then raising the egg. Yeah. So they are both together, 100% parent's bird dedicating their effort, time, warmth to the egg. And when egg, do you think egg knows there is a parent's bird exist? It cannot know this egg. They don't know there is a parent's bird doing so much. But when they hatch and then become a chick and then becoming a bird, could be they may not remember they're receiving a support by parent's bird, but they are truly the receiver or recipient of the parent's bird caring. In a similar way, Amida Buddha caring myself, this Satoshi Tomioka, you are like in again eggshells, protection my ego. Again today, yesterday in the night time, still I have to prepare for this Sunday service, and I was kind of again upset, impatient. So like I didn't talk to her because I kind of upset. So if I open my mouth, I know something bad words coming out from my mouth. So I didn't talk to her. But she can sense it, but she tried to be patient with me. So again, it's like my ego always there. Even me and then her, when the situation doesn't go as I wish, I'm upset and then I show it, my anger, through my face or my behavior or by not talking to her. It's not a good way, yeah? Because I said 2 cups, I do, and others said, I do what she tells me. But I'm not doing what she wishing for me. So I treat it's my nature. Inside of my shell, I have a protection, my ego attachment. Therefore, Amida Buddha existing for me, nurturing with Buddha's compassion, and then nurturing me with the Buddha's wisdom. Satoshi with a warmth, compassion, teaching me, I know you are upset. It's okay, cannot be helped. But try to remember being kind, knowing your limitations. I know situation doesn't go as you wish, but that is life. If you try to insist, no, life should go as I wish, there is no harmony. To learn, life goes as it is. And Buddha's wisdom, try to see things not only in a way you want or you can. Try to see things beyond mind of distinction or judgment. And then I'm receiving such a warmth and then nutritional protection from the Buddha. And then Buddha waiting for me like becoming a bird. Finally becoming a bird, which means receiving mind of awakening. Indeed, I'm in Buddha's embrace. Like an egg can become a bird. We receiving from Buddha this compassion and wisdom. And again, like an egg to the bird, egg just receiving from the parent's bird protection. But again, we need both here. Perfectly parent's bird caring, working in this egg's life. In a similar way, we are receiving Buddha's compassion, wisdom, but Buddha's compassion and wisdom working in my life, guiding me. Open your eyes, come out from an egg of shell. I know we may be afraid coming out from our comfortable space of the protection, attachment, ego, but that is a warm compassion guidance to become a bird, in our life, which means that becoming a Buddha, guided by Amida Buddha's primal vow, which is Namo Amida Butsu. So again, today, including myself, let us listen to the teachings. Yeah. So again, today, as we hear some voice from the outside, I think we can sense here something. We do have a protection to something danger or something threat. Or we can also imagine something we don't want, something we don't like. We can feel I do have my shell protection. That can be also our ego attachment. By realizing I do have a window here, I'm the one who is creating these struggles by myself. So try to realize I am creating those windows which make me confined in my eggshell life. But by receiving Buddha's wisdom, Buddha teaching me, I do have windows in my life by myself. And the Buddha teach me there is a pathway open to outside larger world. That is a calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu. As a conclusion, please put your hands together in Gassho. Let me share words of Buddha with you. I vow to become a Buddha equal to you, the most honored king of the Dharma, and to bring sentient beings from birth and death to the final attainment of emancipation. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Reverend Tomioka. We will now have a reading of Homages. Hard it is to be born into human life. Now we are living in it. Difficult it is to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear them. If we do not gain emancipation in this present life, we may not be free from ill-faring in the ocean of births and deaths for kalpas. Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures. We go to the Buddha for guidance. May we always walk in the way that leads to enlightenment. We go to the Dharma for guidance. May we be submerged in the depth of the teachings and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. We go to the Sangha for guidance. May we all with one accord live the life of harmony and the spirit of oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriads of kalpas, hard as it is to hear such excellent and profound teachings, now we are able to hear and receive them. Let us try to understand the Tathagata's teachings. We will now have a chanting of Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namando, 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 Namando. Okay, announcements. The Hawaii District Ministers Association monthly online Buddhist class will be on Saturday, August 14th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. on Zoom by Reverend Masanari Yamagishi. relationship between Amida Buddha and Shakyamuni Buddha. The Puna Honganji bond service will be on Sunday, August 29th at 9 a.m. Right. Does anyone else have any announcements? No? Okay. All right. Thank you for attending our online and in-person service. Please stay safe and healthy on your way home.
When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart overflows with life's gifts, may my smile uplift. I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean stands, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so